Welcome. In this short educational series, we will guide you through a selection of the core Insight Engine capabilities. Each of the videos in this series will focus on a selected capability. After providing you with an overall understanding of the selected capability, we will foreground three specifics using real-world examples. These are pre-built connectors, connect to any data source, and data enrichment. So, when ingesting content and data, Squirrel uses data connectors to connect to various data sources and ingest content from those sources. Squirrel has a range of pre-built data connectors to ingest data from various sources. For example, publicly available news articles, annual reports as PDF data, different premium data, or data from internal file systems. Upon ingestion, the data is run through Squirrel's pipeline. Both data connectors and processing pipelines are easily managed and configured in Squirrel's setup space. Depending on the data type to be ingested, different pipelines are used. Let's look at the pre-built data connectors on offer in a little bit more detail.
Squirrel offers a wide selection of pre-built data connectors ranging from web and social media connectors such as the feed plugin to subscribe to RSS type feeds, or a connector to Twitter to get the latest post, over to connectors for data import from static data sources, for example CSV, or enterprise data sources, for instance data that resides somewhere on SharePoint. Squirrel also offers a wide range of pre-built premium data connectors, such as Webhost.io, Moody's, or PitchBook. Squirrel has developed a range of so-called one-click connectors that require almost no configuration. An example is the loading data from a Squirrel project to another Squirrel project, for example, loading data from a data lake. All necessary settings are performed on that very first page. And if you fill that in and hit save, the data is scheduled for loading. But let me quickly show you what are the actual steps that we just skipped. So if I go to next here, I see that I can map different fields from the source to the item, and I can also map any metadata that comes with that source to facets or keywords. And finally, I can schedule the job to run incrementally and select the pipeline. Let's look at an example where no pre-built data connector was available for a data source one of our customers requested. Requests from customers to connect to data for which we have no pre-built connectors are common. Squirrel developed these connectors with its partners. For example, by connecting to the data provider's API or fetching data from a file system provided by the customer. A recent example of a data loader that was not yet available in Squirrel is the PitchBook data loader that we developed on a customer project to pull in data from the premium source PitchBook. The customer was holding a PitchBook license, and Squirrel helped to bring PitchBook data, public news data, and the CRM data of that customer in one place. Typically, PitchBook data contains some structured data around the company, but also it has unstructured data such as the company summary. Let's move on to looking at how each content type is indexed, in particular text, data, audio, video, and image. Each item runs through a pipeline that can be customized to meet the needs of the content type at hand. There are three pre-built pipelines: minimal, standard, and binary documents. Let's look at the binary documents pipeline. Common steps that are applied before indexing an item are cleaning steps related to HTML content and content standardization to standardize the format of each item. A content extraction step can be run to extract the actual textual data in case a binary document is uploaded. Any custom processing and enrichment that need to be done prior to indexing can be done using pipelets. Pipelets are plugins to customize the pipeline. For example, we developed this extract PDF title pipelet to extract the PDF title from the text body of a PDF. If heavy processing is performed on the data, it can be handy to first index all the data with a minimal pipeline and then redirect the data to the pipeline where the heavy processing is done by specifying it in a change pipeline step. This way you immediately get all the results within Squiro without having to wait for the heavy processing to finish. In order to reprocess already existing data, we can simply rerun a pipeline. The items within the data source for which the pipeline is configured are now scheduled for reprocessing. A typical scenario for reprocessing is when you change the configuration of a pipeline, for example, the PDF title extraction step, and want to apply the processing with the new configuration to the indexed data. Let's have a look at how structural data is processed in Squiro. Structural data, for instance from databases or spreadsheets, is aggregated within Squiro. On numbered data such as floats and integers, basic operations like summation or averages can be calculated. But there are also other means of visualizing that data, for instance on a heat map or on a timeline widget. For video and audio data, Squiro can run transcription on the audio track to provide search to these data types. A recent example is the FinTech bridge, where Squiro provides the search for various data types, including video data. If we go here to the search, searching for managing customer, the search brings us to a video file, and if we go to that video and play it, we will see that the actual search query
we understand that managing customer risk is not
managing customer risk appears in the video. The next and final data type are scan-based PDFs. Scan-based PDFs run through a dedicated PDF OCR pipeline with a PDF OCR step in it. The step is configured to extract textual data from scanned PDFs. For instance, from this test PDF, that is a vector PDF, we extracted the textual content here. We have highlighted 3 specific components that align with ingesting data and content here in this short video today. If you would like to find out more, then head over to learn.squiro.com.